I think whether or not you say the N-word doesn't change the fact that there are certain things where you look at the scenario and you're like, oh, I'd be mad too. Obviously, the N-word is never the best word fucking triggered at a game of Valorant. Like, you could say something else, but you can see why, and you can see that it probably doesn't stem from a hatred of black people, but it stems from a hatred of the map. The controversial rise of WestJett.
WestJett's YouTube success has been nothing short of unreal. From creating Valorant,
I'm surprised he's a Valorant content creator and not a domestic terrorist. He's sort of the kind of person that after high school, you're really 50-50 on. You know, you're going to see him on the news for the wrong reason, or you're going to see him on your YouTube homepage. Thank God he got popular, bro. If he didn't get popular, I'm straight up assuming that he was going to hurt someone.
Skin tier list to making a living as the
He's both true.
Ultimate drama farmer. But when farming drama, you're bound to get into controversy with other creators.
I mean, this guy's a
Shazam! Dude, I missed this. This is a face I haven't seen in so long, bro. Shazam. Who remembers Shazam, bro? This guy is such an insane human.
fucking loser, to be honest.
He copyright striked WestJett's Twitter video. You're such a down bad dork unit.
WestJett's biggest relevance is saying the N-word. You got so much relevance from saying the N-word on stream.
There was the R word.
That he started being as edgy as possible.
This is
also, brother, again, there's some, I don't know how to explain this. There's some people who hold their mics like they're just determined to give bad opinions no matter what. Like, if my shit's just like, hey, hello guys, welcome back to the show. Like, bro, come on, dude, come on, brother. And also, like, we deadass got a cook chair back here. What are you like battening down the hatches? He's using his chair to block the entrance to his room. Mom, I'm streaming. Don't come in.
Controversial rise of WestJett. Starting off, a lot of you guys probably know WestJett as the guy who likes to dip his toes into every Valorant drama to make content off of it or a pretty penny. And no matter what your opinion on that is, he actually had some pretty humble beginnings. One of the first videos I could find on his channel was him reaching Diamond while playing primarily Sova. There's honestly not many things more humble than being a Sova main in Valorant, but what came after the first few videos was what made WestJett really start to gain some traction.
This was the map, by the way, where he said the N-word.
After the first few videos was what made WestJett really start to gain some traction. Skin content. His first
I should not even be bringing that up, bro.
Video all the way back in 2020 was a top 5 Vandal skins in Valorant video, and when I watched this video,
yeah, dude, this guy used to be the Watch Mojo of Valorant, which is so adorable. Like, this guy used to just be like, I like this skin, and I give it an 8 out of 10, and then now he's just like, welcome back. Today we're going to be calling a female streamer a bitch for about 8 minutes, and I'm gonna find some way to make it sound like what I'm saying here is anything more than just middle school shit talking. I love him.
To get a grasp of what was going on, I found
character development. Yeah, I guess you can call it that.
This Joe Biden Minecraft edit he made, which was pretty funny, but also he put Prime instead of Reaver at #1, which I disagree with, but that's besides the point. This skin content era went on for a long time, and during that time, his videos
worst to best, top 5 streamers
became better.
Who's on this here? Tens? Didn't he go on to shit on Tens?
Both with editing and his use of memes. But eventually he started expanding his content to become more than just a skin guy with a series like Road to Radiant, and apparently he even solved.
So he switched up the intro, right? It used to be, what is up, diddlers and fiddlers, and now it's a massive day for the unemployed. Solving sexism in Valorant. What, did you quit?
Sexism in Valorant in this video here.
Get a pocket sage.
There's this new game mode that just came out. It's called Swift Play. It's essentially Valorant, but there's only 4 rounds, right? You're the guy. You have a radiant gun buddy. You drop it. Your chances increase exponentially.
But
Funny.
If you don't have a radiant gun buddy. I don't have one. I got scammed. I had radiant before, but they didn't give me it.
They didn't give you one, so it's gonna be a little harder. But the immortal one will suffice. You'll just have to try to gaslight them a little more.
What a hero this guy was back in 2021. And around this time, a pretty controversial clip of WestJett saying the N-word in Valorant game chat while playing Sova on Split actually got leaked.
Oh no.
This game. I'm leaving.
But the community did seem to forgive him fairly quickly. At this point,
Split gets the worst of us. We need more stuff like this. Like when PewDiePie ripped it, you gotta be like, well, I mean, it was PUBG. We all make mistakes, bro. And all that matters is you owned up to it.
So WestJett was beloved by the Valorant community. Almost everyone who watched his videos was really positive about them, and honestly, some of them were pretty funny. And in November of 2022, WestJett managed to hit Radiant in Valorant, which was a pretty big achievement for anyone who grinds rank. But from personal experience, this might change your perception of the game a lot. And what I mean by that is there's really not that much of a point to play ranked anymore after you've been radiant.
Come on, we all say it from now and then. Well, I think whether or not you say the N-word doesn't change the fact that there are certain things where you look at the scenario and you're like, oh, I'd be mad too, right? And like, obviously the N-word is never the best word to use when you're like maybe stuck in traffic, right? Or that you're, you know, fucking triggered at a game of Valorant. Like, you could say something else, but you can see why, and you can see that it probably doesn't stem from a hatred of black people, but it stems from a hatred of the map. Right?
There's no incentive.
Or the traffic in IRL.
Grind, and if you do, you're rewarded with another gun buddy that looks the exact same as the last one with a slightly different number. The reason I'm saying this is because after this point, you can really see the direction some of his videos start taking. With videos like I quit Valorant.
You're the problem if you get mad when I say the word while gaming.
Why Valorant feels different now.
I remember when he made this video, I told him to make this video, I'm pretty sure.
And
because this is when he moved away from making Valorant content to making Valorant creator shitting on them videos. Yeah, Andrew Tate.
With videos like I quit Valorant, why Valorant feels different now, and the end of Valorant, all within a short time span, you can see where the distaste for the game actually started. And I honestly feel like this happened for a lot of people around this time. Valorant was super fun for the first couple of years, but it started getting a bit stale around 2023 for me as well. Despite all this, WestJett still kept posting skin content, but with the occasional videos putting Valorant in a slightly negative light, but in a joking manner. That was until September of 2023 when Riot actually threatened to ban WestJett's account on Valorant when he said he wanted to donate his account to charity, since account sharing or selling is technically against Valorant's terms of service, even if it's done for a charity, which makes sense that you can't publicly break terms of service as a big content creator. But this caused WestJett to go scorched earth against Riot. In this video titled Valorant is banning my charity account,
just search buy Valorant account immortal and you'll find it on the first page of Google, and nothing seems to be done.
And the way you can tell he was serious about this was because it was only 4 minutes long, and we know this guy loves his 8-minute long videos for ad revenue. In this
such wasted potential, the game's sad. Yeah, I mean, I do think that games do have a short lifespan, but overall, the reason why this failed compared to CS is, well, when you compare the two, you understand that the devs actually have been treating CS much better than the Riot devs have with Valorant, and I think largely it has to do with the culture and community and the content, right? Like, I do think a lot of the CS content is infinitely better than the Valorant content, and the streaming world and the streaming space for Valorant is just way more cringe than CS, right? And so, yeah, and then I think overall, like, the gameplay experience for CS is like the actual quality of the mechanics are better than Valorant. There are instances when I played Valorant where I would be literally, and this isn't cope, aiming precisely at the enemy's head, and then the bullet would just magically disappear and not hit the head. Whereas CS, I think the gameplay has been refined and mastered over decade long of fixing and mastering.
Video though, he points
and maybe it gets better, right? Maybe it gets better, but I also think that you look at things like the cost of skins and the sort of barrier for entry for getting into cosmetics in this game, and it's just like $100 for some slop, right?
But some double standards by Riot was only holding against him, like how account selling is rampant in the community, and how a lot of
I hate Valorant's bullet RNG. It's so
creators
bad.
buy account.
I think you're just bad at the game. I wasn't bad at the game. Like, I literally was in like I was in Diamond for a while in 2021. Yeah. And it was like I hated it. It wasn't that good.
For their smurfing videos, but when he offers his account for charity, it became an issue for Riot all of a sudden. After this happened, I have to assume WestJett just didn't care what Riot thought about him anymore, or his content. So he started what I'm gonna start calling it the drama farming stage of his YouTube career, and it kicked off with this video titled King of Cringe Willius. This video consisted of critiquing Willius's content in a lighthearted and fun
I remember
way,
this. This kid pretended that he either dropped out of Harvard or that he was in Harvard, and something about like, you'll never get into Harvard, and you'll never be as good as me in Valorant and all this stuff. This kid had a crazy ego, and
how
he
some
needed
of his
to be
videos
humble.
and personality were cringe at times.
Recently, some creators have been criticizing me for making Harvard my entire personality. And I'm
That's
sorry
right.
for absolutely nothing.
But he did make sure to preface the video by saying not to send any hate to Willius, while pointing out some of the content he does make is cool. However, this video was just the start of his drama farming era. At this point, WestJett would still make skin videos, but his primary focus was now to make content derived from other people. His next videos were focused on Joel's, NRG, and Schrodinger Lee. But in his defense, the eating content was definitely cringe.
Mommy, I need a heal. Oh my God, you need a heal. Come here.
You can really see how fast his content switched from silly skin videos to this new format though, directly after the Riot situation. This is where WestJett's content started to become a bit controversial. By calling a lot of these bigger Valorant creators cringe or framing them as weird in his titles and videos, it gave these communities of people a lot of reason to dislike WestJett. And while the videos themselves weren't necessarily harmful or even super controversial, since they were observations from his perspective, I think drama farming just gives off a pretty bad impression to a lot of people. I'd also like to point out that at this point, WestJett's community had a bad reputation in the Valorant community. It was perceived as a toxic community on Twitter, and there was just a lot of people upset by
Wait, what? Oh, no, this is fake.
this time. Most of WestJett's videos on other people were just funny for the most part and shouldn't have been taken too seriously, but not long after that, he found himself in a beef with Average Jonas. If you don't know who Average Jonas is, he was a very popular Valorant content creator who blew up off playing Sova when he was playing Valorant, but that's besides the point. This was the first time a WestJett video felt like he was actually beefing with a guy instead of only poking fun. There's about 6 different videos made on Average Jonas that are live on WestJett's main channel, and a few of them consisted of them going back and forth, so this beef was pretty heated for a little bit, with videos titled like Why I Hate Average Jonas.
So I remember that he was selling a shirt. What was this, $44, and the shirt just said like average on it or something?
Instead of only poking fun. There's about 6
Dude, I remember this back and forth, bro. Yeah, this
different
was terrible.
videos made on Average Jonas that are live on WestJett's main channel, and a few of them consisted of them going back and forth, so this beef was pretty heated for a little bit, with videos titled like Why I Hate Average Jonas and 34-year-old man blocked me. And during WestJett and Average Jonas's beef, he posted this picture of Sage Mommy, Average Jonas, and Average Jonas's girlfriend, and captioned it, "Bro's hugging Sage Mommy over his own damn girlfriend, I'm dead."
I mean, what else do you say? Like, this was pretty fucking embarrassing, dude. Like, dude, this girl's name was Sage Mommy, and like, you got your girl, ooh, he's got his whole harem of Valorant bitches. It's worth criticizing.
And caption it,
oh no, yeah, it was got lineups. That was the
"Bro's
shirt.
hugging Sage Mommy over his own damn girlfriend, I'm dead." He then went on to tag Jet Daddy and said, "Thoughts?" You could tell WestJett was getting pretty petty at this point. Another person and said, "Thoughts?" You could tell
The white power side of Valorant rank.
WestJett was getting pretty petty.
I remember watching this video by Average Jonas, and I remember distinctly feeling that it had a vibe to it that I wasn't quite familiar with. Yeah, it was interesting.
At this point, another person on WestJett's hit list was Ethos. If you don't know Ethos, he blew up off of being a Your One Trick, and he's a pretty popular streamer these days. But here's what WestJett had to say in his video, Washed Up Creator Calls Me Toxic.
If you forgot who Ethos was, let me catch you back to speed. He's a dude who got popular for dating the Jett voice actor, pretending to be gay with Lexinja, and being a mid-tier Yoru player. And truth be told, there's absolutely zero reason to watch him. He's nowhere near as good of a Yoru player as Eggster is, and he's nowhere near as funny as Ziptie is.
This beef pretty much stemmed from Clove's introduction to the game, and it was just a pretty pointless back and forth they had, but WestJett was really sending shots at Ethos here.
For some pretty unsavory parts of the Valorant community, and it's honestly pretty embarrassing.
Well, at least we have a community. Your videos outside of Clove literally get 21 comments. That doesn't even count as a community. That's like an extended family. Your YouTube is dead. You're forced to stream to survive.
Anyway, so yeah, then he beefs with this guy, and this beef was sort of a nothing, but the one with Shazam, I mean, we all know, right? Like, we all know the Shazam beef. Bro, I'll be honest, right? When it comes to Shazam, any shots that are sent at Shazam, I fully support. I fully support those. He needs to be completely silenced and deplatformed, bro. Like, you should not have a platform after abusing the copyright system, dude.
The account actually gets. It's a crazy amount of views for anything Valorant-related content these days.
This is a second channel.
In conclusion, WestJett started off his content career in a pretty humble way with silly skin videos and meme videos, and eventually turned into a drama YouTuber that he's become today. But with drama naturally comes controversy. Building your brand off controversy can be good and bad, but
I wonder if he's seen the video. He probably has. Knowing him, he's definitely seen it. But